Well, that's basically his lack of self-confidence. It's really not about his financial position. I don't like to think I'm an asshole. I like to know that I'm an asshole.
You make sometimes very mean comments towards, for example, M. Kapara.
Oh, but she's always said, she's always fucked with me.
Yeah, I try to convince her to like you.
No, she don't like me. She thinks I'm trash or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, she
Because
doesn't.
everyone is weirded out because you record everyone, you know? I mean, you have to admit you're the only one. Come on. You have to admit it's a little weird.
It's not weird. I believe that many people are on here recording.
Yeah, but not like you.
That's because they don't.
You literally.
You don't
I know
understand this. They don't have the courage to put their face on a camera and do what I do. They do
That's
not
true.
have the courage. It takes
That's
courage.
true.
You have to basically you have to have total confidence and there's no looking back because there's times that I come on here and I'm like I must be insane because the amount that the amount that I have filmed and what I've done basically
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
basically I'm at that point where it's it's Truman Show, and there's no turning back because what I'm doing is logical. What everybody else is doing here is not logical. And I even asked El Norma, I was like, why do you engage in these debates? He's like, it makes me feel alive. I'm like, yeah, you're getting the dopamine feedback loop from having an argument. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Even though I've recorded everybody, I've also read a lot of books. So, I would like to say that my IQ has increased from my activities while everyone else's IQ has actually gone down.
Hmm. I remember one time Anne was asking you to delete something, and you did it.
No, I didn't delete it. I made it private or something. It was over at Alex in New York because he said she lives in some town in Michigan or something. She was having a panic attack.
Ah, yeah, it's when he doxed her.
Hello, world. Hello, Art. My friend. Good to see you, my child.
Your
Speaking
child?
Of I feel like I'm getting dumber.
You are already dumb.
Yeah, I know. But I feel like I'm getting dumber, right? So me and you are dumb and dumb. Right?
No, you're stupid.
All of I go back and listen to your when you read your what do you call them, the hypnosis and shit you be doing, and I get dumber and dumber. And I just want to say thank you. You are absolutely amazing. The universe loves you for your high IQ. Yes. What do you expect from those who do not have integrity? Integrity breeds the fruits of no integrity is just what you experience here in the world.
I remember a couple of days ago when main mod Diego was saying something about that you do not like the Jews. You mentioned the same thing. You said they do not have integrity.
Me? I said no.
Yeah.
I was talking about individuals. Humanity doesn't
yes,
have.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Humanity doesn't have integrity. I don't care what group it is, whether you're Jew,
I disagree.
You Muslim, you don't have. It's either you have it or you don't. It's no some can have some integrity. That's bullshit. You can.
But you said humanity doesn't have.
You can play with it if you want to, but you don't. You don't have any integrity. I know that.
What do you mean?
He's projecting his own lack of integrity.
Right, exactly. Diego Art over here knows me well. He's very intelligent. He thinks he knows me. He could be wrong because
I think you're flirting.
He's a mere human. He's a He makes mistakes. He's always asking for forgiveness on the surface.
Okay, hold on a second, Lucifer. Let me ask you a question.
No, you cannot. You're in contempt. Shut up.
So, if you're Lucifer, and you know you think you're God, right?
Call me Satan.
Okay, Mr. Satan, Dr. Lucifer, do you think you are God?
Call me Satan, dickhead. I mean, excuse me, Art. Call me Satan.
Okay, do you think you are God?
Call me Satan.
Okay, Satan, do you think you're God?
Yes.
So
I know I'm God.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this theological question. What was Jesus' secret?
Oh gosh, there you go. You don't know. Why are you trying to question me? Are you God? Do you think you're God?
Just answer the question. What was
No,
the secret? What was the secret?
I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer it. Do you think you're God?
No.
All right, then you just shut up. It's not. It's what you're asking me is just bullshit.
Really?
It's not. Yes, bro. You have no fucking integrity. You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Are you about to
And
cry?
You try to act like you don't follow your own fucking God, bro.
Huh?
Yeah, huh? You don't even love,
Wow.
You don't even love from your own fucking book in which you claim of. You're just claiming Jew because you're a fucking scared little bitch.
Ooh.
That's all it is.
Are you projecting? Are you projecting?
Yo.
Are you projecting? Can you answer that question?
Do you feel that I'm projecting? What do you feel like I'm projecting? Let's hear what you got to say. Go ahead.
Well, by definition, in order to speak, you have to project, right?
No.
No, when you speak, you're pushing air out of your lungs using your mouth, your larynx, to form these sounds. It requires projecting.
No, it doesn't.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shall we move on? Young lady, you were saying something.
My name is Diego.
Hey, Diego, I don't hate Jews. I love Jews.
No, I'm not saying that.
So, Lucifer, we have a house. It's called La Casa de Diego.
Oh, you kicked him?
Yeah, if he's gonna leave. He just came for the short-term dopamine feedback loop. This burrito's pretty good. So we've got three YouTube viewers right now, which is like an all-time record.
Oh, hi, Nora. You didn't come in the room. I am block you, girl. You know I love you, right? Sorry, I become Diego. Oh, shit.
See, this is actually great therapy for you. I didn't know, Abby, that you had so much pent-up anger against them.
Yeah, I have something against Arabs.
This is definitely like therapeutic for me and you. I'm so happy for us.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm still helping you with this shit.
This is very therapeutic.
We shouldn't forget Dixie.
Who?
And Chris.
Who? There's only Diego here.
Diego Capital.
I'm the real deal.
I'm the real Diego.
I'm the real Diego.
I'm the real Diego.
Nora called me a bitch, so I'm the real Diego.
So I don't know if you know what's kind of crazy is the war in Russia. The war in Russia and Ukraine has just exploded. I don't know if you've seen the headlines. I know it's probably fake news.
No, I haven't actually.
But it says Russia, Ukraine launched the biggest drone attacks. And so I don't know how many people have died, but man, I hope Trump is able to like, you know, settle this.
So are the Russians advancing or the?
It's a good question. I don't know. It's probably both.
You know that war, I'm totally lost. I haven't followed it since like a year, so I don't know what's going on. I think the war in Israel was a little bit more interesting for me.
More interesting. Oh, you like death more specifically.
It is interesting for the whole world. However, I also let that go. But it's a little bit more, you know, it's the Jews, you know? The Jews.
Oh, you don't understand. With Diego and his group and Be Free is also a rabid anti-Semite. The point is,
I know he is.
everywhere is a Jewish
But
conspiracy.
He's like a dumb anti-Semitic.
Well, I don't know. I'm really glad we're doing this because, like, honestly, if I had to like continue to come on here and scream at people and get angry with them for fucking being morons, it would have been like the end of my life. Meaning that like I would not have been able to like progress. So like freeing myself from this neural network or this linguistic network by essentially, you know, mocking them is like the easiest way to escape them and at the same time cause a credibility crisis for them. So and I've even heard Diego say like, "Oh fuck, like I thought for a second I was stupid." I've actually heard him say that. And it's like, you know, when he said that, I was like, God damn, he was close to knowing that he was stupid, but he still just couldn't admit it. So I was gonna say this to Lucifer earlier, but I think he's just like a total fucking whack job piece of shit. The point is, I was gonna tell him that real wisdom is like I have an actual tattoo on my arm that says I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Meaning that if you're superpositional or you're decentralized, you are no longer all or nothing anything. But there does seem to be maxims, aphorisms, or truths in linguistics that kind of give you a superpositional like grid coordinate, meaning that like you're everywhere and you're nowhere. And so like this is the problem with the people on this app and why there's like technically you could call it a mental health crisis because you could call it Holy Spirit, but in like Zen and in Japan and Buddhism, or in like Western occult mystic traditions, it's really silencing the mind and not having opinions. And then yeah, Lucifer back? And then the other thing is it's not just about decentralization. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Music is probably the best example of technological meditation. So if you play music, that's kind of what you want to do with your communication offline, online. You know, with family, with friends, with coworkers. You really want to try to be like a musician in your communication. And what does that mean? That means positive linguistics, using joy, you know, happiness, love, kindness. And that's what really the Kabbalah is a great study in positive neurolinguistic programming. And I think that's why Kabbalah is so popular because it's just 10 simple words, which are very positive words. So Lucifer, if you want to come up, you have to change your PTR. I know you're so narcissistic and you're so full of yourself, you probably can't do that. Or you could just be lazy. I don't know. But if you change your PTR, you can come up and say whatever you want.
Yeah. Lucifer, change your PTR.
That's the rule of the house. This is gang. This is gang. Yeah. This is Diego gang, bro. We don't care if you're God, Lucifer, Satan, but in this room, you got to gang up. Why do I have to change? Okay, those are the rules of the house, dog. That's la rules de la casa. En esta casa, esta la rule. En la rule es la fotografía de Don Diego, muchacho hombre. El número uno. Lo siento, Lucifer.
Yeah, powerful hypnosis.
Yeah. Lucifer, your problem is we're doing a hypnosis here, and you think that we like want to like, engage with you, but what you're saying is like just ridiculous and stupid. It's nearly specific enough for us. Just curious. Keep it in the chat if you want. You can stay in the goo with the slime. That's where communists put people like you. That's where you belong. If you want to come up and be ultra fascist like Diego, you could possibly come on into La Casa de Derecha, Diego's Assembly. You see that, Lucifer? We need you to assimilate. If you can't assimilate, well, then you just stay down in the goo and masturbate. It's not personal. I know you're just LARPing. This is like Comic Con, but on the internet. So do what you want to do. But we have some standards and some rules. And I don't care if you're one of God's most powerful angels of light. Like, you'll stay in the goo. We're communists, bitch. You ever fuck with the Democrats? Now you finding out what the Democrats are like, bitch. We communists in this house, ho. You in the fucking goo. Lucifer, you can rebuke us, you can shame us, you can embarrass us, but I assure you, sir, it will not dissuade me. You will not convince me. You will not persuade me. We know what we do here. Do you see how many Diegos are on stage? Lucifer, let me ask you this. Can you create a room and get 6 people to PTR Lucifer? Nope. Can't do it. Nobody likes you like that. Nobody respects you like that. Yep. Laughing at the truth. I just hit the nail on the head. Dow. Dow. Boom. That's how it goes. Dao Zen now. Joy God wow. You. You don't need anyone. Nobody needs you though. That's the problem because you're stupid. If you actually see Lucifer, if you actually really knew how to hypnotize people, you could have yourself a big cult following like Diego. I guess you got to be dumber. Being stupid is an advantage in evolution today, 2024. I am the great I am. Keep telling yourself that in the goo. You have no power here, Lucifer. Your satanic powers are meaningless in the cult of Diego. You are our bitch in the goo. We drain you. We remove your power. As you address me, my power grows. No. As you listen, your power diminishes. You are not the source. Your power is weak. Otherwise, you would have a cult following. You would be the main green bean. Instead, you're sitting in a goo with April. What kind of power is that? That's not power. That's weakness. Exhibited. You're exhibiting weakness. You have no sophistication, no power. If you let go of your identity and you become Diego, you shall rise like Jesus H. Christ. You want to rise into the glory and the power of the Lord, King of the universe, Jesus? Come on, Lucifer, you can do it. Just go Diego, bro. Just play the part for a brief 5 seconds. Go ahead. Fuck Jesus. Fuck Jesus. You sound like the guy on the street corner with no job arguing with the newspaper. Abby, can you maybe convince Lucifer to go Diego so he could see what it's like to deprogram from his LARP?
It's just temporarily. You just change it for this room. You can change your alias back. And we're not even asking too much of you. Just PTR, and you can PTR back to Lucifer.
Yeah. It's not a big request, dude. I don't know why.
Yeah, we want to hear you. Come on, we have such a
we don't
great
like hate
voice.
you. We think you're cool, but like if you can't play our game, man, we're not gonna play your game.
Yeah, how else are you gonna explain the integrity that you tried to explain to me before?
He's gonna claim that he has integrity, thus he can't do it.
Yeah, that is what integrity is about.
Integrity is relative. It's also flexible.
No, I know you want to do it.
Listen, his name is like Tony or Frank or Steve or Mark or Humanity is lost. He's so stupid.
Humanity is not lost.
That's why
That's
you're
why
in the
we
goo.
came. That's why you found us.
Listen, he's lost. He's all projecting. Let's see what he's wrote. And when you want to see projection? This is psychology 101. Look how much he has put in the fucking chat already. Embrace your demons. You can't get rid of them. Projection. Why do I have to change my PTR? Curious. Just asking. You can't answer the question. Why? What are you hiding? Just curious. I know. I love to masturbate. Projection. I do not abide by your rules and regulations. Projection. That's why you're unemployed. It's okay. I will observe. Likewise, I don't need anyone. I am universe. Projection. I am the great I am. Projection. As you address me, I am source. Fuck Jesus. I am listening to, no worries. I am the only one that has integrity. Projection. Humanity is lost. Projection. You are lost and you have no integrity.
Sounds like we're almost talking to Nora.
I know.
Lucifer, are you Nora?
He's got some serious derangement syndromes. Lucifer, do you think you could actually...
At this point, you can change your PTR to Nora. We'll also accept.
good one, Abby. Listen, Abby, I gotta tell you, you're gonna go far. You probably have already gone far. You're smart. You think ahead. I like that about you. Okay, Lucifer. If you want to put it in the chat, go ahead and tell us what meditation is, and if you can tell us how to meditate, go ahead. Just let us know how to meditate. She's the most self-centered, narcissistic person, and stupid, and a dumb bitch. Yeah, that's right, Diego Bunny. It's kind of like Lucifer, technically. Basically, you also describe Lucifer, aka Lewis. Ooh, that burrito. Fuck. Really hit the spot. Yo quiero la burrito. Yo quiero la reina de burrita. Okay, so I do, I'm going to sing a song for you all. It's called Nora Princesa Mi Amor. And I'm going to use...
Before you sing the song, bring Lucifer out so he can perform a ritual.
No, sorry,
He's a
Abdul.
sorcerer.
Sorry.
Please.
Listen, he has to comply by our rules. He has to update his PTR. And actually, you know what, Abdul? You're going down in the goo because you...
No.
Yeah. Sorry, Abdul. Watch. We'll be fair. Look, we just sent QQ down as well. Only Diego's allowed for now. Sorry, Abdul. You disappoint me. You're not part of the assimilated amalgamation. This is, I'm going to start a new company right now. It's called Assimilated Amalgamation Incorporated. People turn on their own. That's right. Keep projecting. Keep projecting. That's what derangement syndrome people do. They just project. Okay, the name of this song is Nora Princesa Mi Amor by Diego. Mi amor princesa, mi amor Nura, mi amor princesa Nura. The Jews, mi amor, princesa, Nura, princesa, mi amor, princesa, J-E-W, Nura, princesa, mi amor. Rey. Ole! Okay, thanks everybody. That's a new hit album, new hit single on my latest track. It's called Nora Princesa Mi Amore. Para de cantar de Diego. Muchas gracias, mis amigos. He aquí el Cordero de Dios. Never had one lesson. Mi amore princesia, mi nura princesia, los judes, los judes zionistas. You know, see, this is the problem with Diego and Nora because they only speak English and they're so low IQ and stupid. They can never spread their anti-Zionist messaging overseas because they don't speak foreign languages fluently. You'll notice, well, I guess Nora speaks Arab fluently, but she's so stupid she doesn't even know that she could propagandize in Arabic. And so she just does it in English because I guess you don't need to this is the irony. You don't need to propagandize in Arab because they're already fully committed to hating Jews. So there's no need to actually talk to Arabs. I gotta break the bad news to you. Not all Arabs, but then you run into guys like Randy that are supposed Christians, but yet he still hates the Jews. Nura, Diego, Nura, Diego, depression, head and shoulders, dandruff, earwax, Nura, Diego, Nura, Diego, depression, dandruff, earwax. Mi amore. That was the second album from our new hit song titled Diego, Este es estúpido. Y Nora hermana, la gorda estúpida. Clubhouse, it ruined my life. It ruined my life, but it was worth it because now I have La Colta de Diego. La Colta de Diego, Avala Zionista. Nora, Princesia, Diego. Dandruff, 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 dandruff. Dad bod, dad bod, dad bod, dad bod. I have a dad bod. I got a dad bod. I don't go to the gym. I'm on Clown House 50 hours a week. My wife doesn't see my face. My children hate me. I'm a disgrace. Diego, Don Diego. He was the stupid guy in high school. He didn't graduate because he was a neo-Nazi. Don Diego. Another hit out. Oh, Ape is here. Ape, if you want to come up, you got to change your PTR to Diego. I'm playing songs. We're dedicating this to the love of Princessia and Diego. It's not a codependent, toxic relationship. Oh, Ape left. He's such a little bitch. I'm starting a new job. And they already asked me if I'd work overtime. I was like, no, overtime? I gotta be on Clubhouse to talk to my boys like Rick. Rick, he's a bitch. Rick, with his fairway golf PTR. He's a little bitch. Rick the bitch. He's such a little faggot. There's so many closet homosexuals on this app. Diego, Diego, la música Diego, la música Diego. Dandruff, dandruff, dandruff. Did you ever notice in the word dandruff, there's the word Dan, which is from like the tribe of Dan, which is one of the original 12 tribes of Israel? That's definitely a Jewish conspiracy. They don't like dandruff.
Dandruff is the Jewish style. You didn't know that? I can tell you, it's the fault of the Jews.
I guarantee you he has said, I don't know why they think I have dandruff. And I know Brinsessi's like, you don't have dandruff. You don't have dandruff. And then he's like, but you know who does have dandruff? Those Orthodox fucking Jews, those Hasids. It's the biggest lie. I don't have dandruff. I don't know why he keeps saying that about me. Dandruff! I've got a really bad case of dandruff. I need my head and shoulders. I need my dandruff medication. Princessia, 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 esta una hombre de estúpida. We gotta come up with some new lyrics for Princessia. What should we say? Princessia, 50 hours a week. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta get your clubhouse numbers up to at least 60 hours a week if you want to call yourself a pro at this shit. I love you, Diego. You've
She's
made
definitely more on 60 hours.
you've made
Just
my
make some
life.
Clubhouse.
Before I met you, Diego, my life had no meaning, no purpose. But here on Clubhouse, it's manifest destiny. Together, Diego, we will free Palestine. Don't release the hostages till my people are free. How the hell are there even hostages still there? Like, they've gotten all the... How... When is this shit gonna end?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Yirmayahu is here. Hi, Yirmayahu. If you want to come up, you have to change your PTR to Diego, but we won't enforce the Diego alias change. Oh, he left. You see, as soon as they hear my...
I think he's the one that's taking screenshots and sending to Diego.
Did you say something? Oh, rush.
As soon as they hear my voice, they leave.
There are only 20 hostages left that are alive.
Diego, are happy SCP Bull Rush. You remember when I used to rush different rooms on Clubhouse?
Bull rush! Bull rush! Bull rush! Bull rush!
And what do you I think Diego could use sells some glue. Head and Shoulders is machine, man. You need cells of glue.
Hola, me llamo es Diego. Soy un clubhouse adicto. Mi hermana es princesa. Verdad de Palestine. I pray that all the men that suffer from dandruff will one day have enough head and shoulders to overcome the dandruff epidemic. Full rush. Miguel Espericueta, Espericueta. I once was married. My wife, she disrespected me. And I went to Clown House. I met my princessia. She made me feel like a man again. But I was stupid. Diego's like one of these chicks that I meet on a dating app that has 2 kids and like nobody wants to date her or fuck her. That's why Diego's so hardcore. I honestly think that one of the reasons why people are engaged in freeing Palestine is because they honestly want to fuck, and they're so ugly and like fat and disgusting that like there's no other way to get fucked. There's no other way to come. There's no other way to orgasm. If this is like Diego's Instagram game basically. This is his thirst trap. It's the same thing with Princessia. She's just another thirst trap. Thirst trap. Thirst trap. Thirst trap. Thirst trap. Okay, this has been fun. I've been playing a Japanese guitar. I bought it on eBay for $50. It's like a ukulele, basically. Okay, since I believe in intelligence and the collegiate experience, aka academia, as opposed to just random formulations of totally useless discourse for the sake of short-term dopamine feedback loops to fight off an ever-growing depression and a lack of self-confidence. El profesor de Diego. Oh, Misty's here. El maestro del Diego. I'm going to read to you something very special as I drink the last bit of my beer, the Miller High Life, established in 1903, the Champán de Cervezas. Donnie's here. Hey, Donnie, big guy. I love that picture of you pointing. That's one of my favorite moments. Donnie's got a lot of great moments pointing at people. Okay, Abby, I'm going to let you pick. This is a very rare book. I spent a pretty penny on it. It's for a private audience. Again, I'll read to you Zoroaster, The Mind of the Father, riding on the subtle guild guiders which glitter with the inflexible tracings of relentless fire. This is about building strength. Okay, I already know what we're going to read. It's going to be called Chastity. This is for Princessia. This is chapter 58. I also want to dedicate it to you as well, Abby. You sound like a very chaste woman. This is called Chastity. Those works of ancient and medieval literature, which more particularly concern the seeker after truth, concur on one point. The most worthless grimoires, black magic, no less than the highest philosophical flights of the brotherhood which we name not, insist upon the virtue of chastity as cardinal to the gate of wisdom. Let first be noted this word virtue, the quality of manhood, integral with virility, the chastity of the adept of the Rose and Cross, or of the Gros Knights of Montsalvat, is not other than very opposite to that of which the poet can write. Chastity, that slavering sates his lust without the walls, muse, and is gone preening himself, that his lewd lips relent. Or to that emasculate frigga of Alfred Tennyson in the academic schools, the chastity whose magical energy both projects, protects, and urges the aspirant to the sacred mysteries, is quite contrary in its deepest nature to all vulgar ideas of it. For it is, in the first place, a positive passion, in the second, connected only by obscure magical links with the sexual function, and in the third, the deadliest enemy of every form of bourgeois morality and sentiment. It may assist us to create in our minds a clear concept of this noblest and rarest yet most necessary of the virtues, if we draw the distinction between it and one of its ingredients, purity. Purity is a passive, or at least static quality. It connotes the absence of all alien admixture from any given idea. Miguel wrote, "In the back of my mind you died, and I didn't even cry." It may assist us to create in our minds a clear concept of this noblest and rarest yet most necessary of the virtues. If we draw the distinction between it and one of its ingredients, purity. Purity is a passive, or at least static quality. It connotes the absence of all alien admixture from any given idea, as pure gallium, pure mathematics, pure race. It is a secondary and derived use of the word which we find in such expressions as pure milk, which imply freedom from contamination. Chastity, per contra, is the etymology castis, possibly connected with castrum, a fortified camp. Suggests, may be supposed to assert the moral attitude of readiness to resist any assault upon an existing state of purity. So dear to heaven is saintly chastity, that when a soul is found sincerely so, 1,000 liveried angels lackey it. Saying Milton, with the true poet's veil-piercing sword vision, for service is but waste unless action demands it. The Sphinx is not to be mastered by holding aloof, and the brutish innocence of paradise is always at the mercy of the serpent. It is his wisdom that should guard our ways. We need his swiftness, subtlety, and his royal prerogative of dealing death. This is the subnote. The root kas means house, and in house is Beth, the letter of Mercury, the magus of the tarot. He is not still in a place of repose, but the quintessence of all motion. He is the logos, and he is phallic. This doctrine is of the utmost Kabbalistic importance. The innocence of the adept. We are at once reminded of the strong innocence of Harpocrates and of his energy of silence. A chaste man is thus not merely one who avoids the contagion of impure thoughts and their results, but whose virility is competent to restore perfection to the world about him. Thus the Parsifal, who flees from Kandre, and her attendant flower which loses his way and must wander long years in the desert. He is not truly chaste until he is able to redeem her, an act which he performs by the reunion of the lance and the sangral. Chastity may thus be defined as the strict observance of the magical oath, that is, in the light of the law of Thelema, absolute and perfected devotion to the holy guardian angel, and exclusive pursuit of the way of the true will. It is entirely incompatible with the cowardice of moral attitude, the emasculation of soul and stagnation of action, which commonly denote the man called chaste by the vulgar. Beware of abstinence from action. It is not written in our lection, for the nature of the universe being creative energy, aught else blasphemes the goddess, and seeks to introduce the elements of a real death within the pulses of life. The chaste man, the true knight errant of the stars, imposes continually his essential virility upon the throbbing womb of the king's daughter. With every stroke of his spear, he penetrates the heart of holiness, and bids spring forth the fountain of the sacred blood, splashing its scarlet dew throughout space and time. His innocence melts with its white-hot energy and the felon fetters of the restriction which is sin, and his integrity, with its fury of righteousness, establishes that justice which alone can satisfy the yearning lust of the womanhood whose name they suspended my account. Oh my god, that's so awesome. It's over. They finally kicked me. So the timestamp on this is Sunday, November 10th, 2024, 11 p.m. They kicked me. They just kicked Diego. They kicked my Diego account. Clubhouse deleted me. Fucking awesome. Thanks, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this show. I feel like I'm free finally from Clubhouse, but I'll be back. I'll be back soon.